Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of stress, any tension to leave your body. And on the next outward breath, just allow those eyelids to completely relax and close. And as they close, just enable you to feel deeply relaxed. That's right. As you breathe in and breathe out, just get a sense that you're becoming deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it, relax those eyelids. With your eyes closed, notice that you can give more of your attention to the sound of my voice. That's it, position your body in a way that enables you to feel comfortable. That's right. I want you to focus your attention and your eyes on a point in your forehead with your eyes closed. Almost like you're looking upwards into your skull with your eyes closed. The more you focus on that dot in your forehead, the more you can be aware of tension in your eyes. As you do that, allow yourself to breathe in deeper than you normally would. And as you exhale, allowing that tension to leave your body. And then shift your attention down to your nose. And as you focus your eyes on your nose, you notice how much more relaxed your eyes feel. That's it. And release any tension around your eyes, enabling you to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to think of a running route where you would normally go for a run. Maybe it's the countryside. Maybe there's some paths. But I want you to imagine it's a particularly sunny day. See the blueness of the skies, the occasional fluffy white cloud. And I want you to imagine you've got yourself into a rhythm where you're running on that route, but you're no longer thinking about the speed, about the frequency. You don't even need to think about your legs. Your legs are just moving by themselves. And I want you to imagine you're getting lost in your own imagination. It's not unusual for runners to just allow their unconscious to do the running for them. And they can start to daydream. And I want you to imagine that you're daydreaming. Allow your body to run and you're daydreaming about a time where you were outside, perhaps on a beach, perhaps in a field, a meadow, and you were just resting. It's just in your imagination. Imagine that your body is still running in that route, but in your imagination, you're imagining that you're lying down outside. Imagine that your body is comfortable in this place. And I want you to get a sense that here in this place, inside your imagination, your body's getting more and more relaxed with each and every breath. Breathing in a resourceful feeling of relaxation and exhaling tension. In fact, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1, and I want you to imagine there, in your imagination, lying outside, that your body is getting 10% deeper relaxed with each descending number. Starting to count 10, focusing on any tension around your eyes, eyebrows, around your eyelids. breathing in that resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, releasing the tension around your eyes. 9, focusing now on the muscles in your forehead. The same muscles responsible for surprise or concern, but here in your imagination, relaxing, lying down, there is no need for that tension in your forehead. Just feel like it's melting away, leaving your body in your outward breath, enabling you to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. 8, now focusing on the muscles in your jaw. Allow the muscles of your jaw to relax. That's it. 7, now focusing on the muscles in your neck and your shoulders. Just imagine that any tension is melting away in your neck and your shoulders. That's it. Deeper and deeper relaxed. Eyelids feeling heavier and heavier. I want you to imagine your head is almost feeling like a helium balloon, being carried by a child, just feeling limp, loose in your arms and legs, but your head feeling light and floaty. That's it. There, lying down. 6 and then 5, just feeling like your arms so relaxed as you breathe in, lungs, stomach. Even your heart starts to relax. That's it. Going down into your gut. That's it. And I want you to accept, as you start thinking about your body becoming more relaxed, that body fat is simply stored energy. And I want you to picture that stored energy around your body. Think of where fat is on your body for you, and to start thinking of it as simply a storage tank of fuel as you continue to go deeper relaxed into your legs. 4 and then 3, deeper and deeper relaxed. 2 and then 1, and I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you're falling asleep there in that place. Your body's running, your imagination is lying down, and that version of you lying down is now drifting off into a sleep. And I want you to imagine that in that sleep, there is a part of you that has been craving food, overthinking about food, desiring food, whether you're hungry or not. And I want you to bring that part of you forward, the part that really desires food, whether you're hungry or not. Just allow that part to come to the forefront. And when it's there and I'm talking to that part, just let me know by nodding your head. I want you to think about those contexts where you desire food. There's a desire to think about food, and that by thinking about food, you desire food. And there's a feeling that doesn't go away until you eat food. And I'm wondering, is this for health? Is the desire for food to make you healthy? Is the desire for food to give you energy? Or is the desire for food for pleasure, gratification? And I want you to get a sense that in life and in food, there is a big difference between pleasure and gratification. I want you to think about the most pleasurable moments in your life. They were pleasurable at the time, but it even gives you pleasure thinking about it all the way back. Food must be gratification. You can always tell gratification, because even when you're doing it, you're thinking about the next thing. I want you to think about the last time you craved food when you weren't hungry. With your eyes closed, just imagine you're in your own body thinking about that moment. And I want you to recreate the inner dialogue that was happening back then. The words that were being said. I want you to try your hardest to create the same sequence of words to desire food, to crave that food, purely for gratification, for the illusion of pleasure. And then I want you to introduce another part that will engage that part in a conversation. I want you to imagine that the part that is desiring the food is saying, you want this, you need this. But I want you to imagine that you're having a conversation with that part. I'm not hungry. I don't think I do need it. I don't want it. And I want you to negotiate with that part to agree that this part that desires food can desire it as much as it wants within meal times, giving you the balance of desiring food, but also no longer having to struggle with eating more than you need. And wouldn't it be nice just to live in a head where you're not thinking about food all the time? And if that part is happy to agree to really desire and enjoy food at the times when you desire to eat food, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to create just in your imagination what you would want the perfect day to be like. Just imagine no desire to eat in the morning, perhaps feeling hungry late morning, but knowing that just another half an hour and you can just eat that food at that time. If that thought comes into your head that you need food, you can just reply with, not long to go. I want you to imagine eating that food at midday, healthy, delicious food, and getting a sense that you can enjoy it more because you're not thinking about it. Enjoy that food, and then just decide on a phrase inside your own mind that communicates to that part that desires food that their time is over. It could be something as simple as, I'm done, or enough is enough. And then imagine that it's 3 o'clock. You're having a small snack, something just to boost your energy slightly, but healthy foods. Again, allow that part to enjoy it while you're doing it. And then, enough is enough. And I want you to imagine that if those thoughts come out outside of those times that you want to eat, you can turn the volume down of that voice. You can delay that voice. Or you could simply think of something else. Something as simple as a nursery rhyme, or a song, or a phrase, knowing that you can't have two conflicting thoughts at exactly the same time. From this point forward, I want you to imagine that a voice that wants you to eat when you're not hungry is driven by gratification. I want you to imagine that these intrusive thoughts are not there to make you healthier, not there to give you energy, just to give you short-term pleasure that has consequences of its own. I want you to imagine that from this point forward, these voices are cockroaches. And the only way that these cockroaches can continue is if you feed these cockroaches want you to imagine that even if you're hungry, you're willing to wait until the next meal or snack time. And in doing so, you eat when you choose to, not when this voice driven by gratification wants you to. And one by one, those cockroaches starve to death as you're feeding that part of you that desires nutrition, health, vitality, energy, not the part that desires the craving and short-term gratification of snacks. And if both parts are happy with this relationship, that the part that craves pleasure can still have pleasure, but only when you choose to eat, but also that you have the ability to control your thoughts, so you eat on your terms. Just let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine finding yourself back there, lying down in that dream world, getting up from that place, but feeling like something's changed in your mind. You're the driver and the navigator when it comes to food. Not willing to be cajoled, bullied, harassed or nagged into eating when you're not hungry. You will eat on your terms. Take that thought, take that feeling, take that future idea of what that means for you. And then imagine that you're back there running in the countryside, feeling lighter on your feet, feeling that you have a new relationship with yourself, with food, and with the thoughts in your own mind. Now it's time to return to the present. But you return to the present where you're now in control. You're happy to eat, but you're going to eat on your terms. And you're going to treat intrusive thoughts out of your terms as an opportunity to starve those cockroaches. Returning now to the present as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you're fully present back in your body as I now count from 1 to 10 to fully awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.